Hey, everybody.
Hi. Thanks, video. Oops. I have sound on my laptop. Now I do not.
Who else here? We got video comment is here. Crook is here. Keith is here. Tugboat's here. Emma's here. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing?
Hey, what's cool, everybody?
Oh man, Keith, sorry about your COVID.
I'm glad you're taking care of yourself and you have a good support system.
Yeah. Hey, Seth. Once again, I did not have a plan for tonight, so we're just going to noodle, I guess, in the old sketchbook or something.
Before we get too far, if anybody has not seen, there are bingo cards on my BlueSky and Kara and Mastodon accounts that you can download if you would like to follow along and play bingo.
And if you get bingo, your prize is that you get to write the words bingo in chat, and
yeah.
And there you go. That's it.
And we'll celebrate.
Dinosaurs. I did get some new books. I got this Black Hammer comic that I did the cover for, and I am in love. If I can destroy Teddy's name, Teddy Christensen. Yeah, I guess that's exactly what it is. It's just spelled not
a way that we're used
American
to.
English ways or whatever. But he's so good. It's like so simplified, and his color palettes are just like so simple. I love it.
Do you know the name of that fiery character on the cover?
This character, I don't know it off the top of my head. No. I'd have to like reread the whole thing to find where they say her name.
Not the Human Torch, though.
Not the Human Torch. She is like
but probably inspired by the Human Torch.
I don't know if she was. If I remember the story right, she's like an actress or something, but she has like fire powers, but when she gets stressed out, she loses control of them. I also got this really cool comic.
Sneaky.
Somebody named, I'm gonna slaughter this name too.
No, you're not.
Matt.
I do get Matt a lot.
Matt. Crook.
We both get Crook a lot. Because people can't believe that our last name would be Crook.
Ma just put this together, finished putting these together today, and they look gorgeous. Printed at home, hand stampled.
They are my one physically printed demonstrative short story, 12 pages, and it is before. So right now, demonstrative on the webcomic is at year 50 of the main character. This little printed mini comic is year 0.
Yeah, it's like Batman Year 1, kind of a vibe.
Shh! Don't tell people. I stole the story.
These are going to be for sale at
conventions. We're going to be at the
what's it called?
Cap City
Comic Swap.
Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah, in Salem, Oregon.
But any conventions that I'll go to, they will be for sale.
Yeah.
Me too, Emma. It feels so good for it to be real and alive. Hi, Bunkmaster B. Hi,
What,
Bruin.
drawing dinos sounds kind of fun. What, dinosaur should I draw?
A sea one? You haven't drawn a sea one yet. You drew an air one and a land one, 2 land ones. Well, I don't know how airy that last one was. A Brachiosaurus, Keith says.
Oh, those are the giant guys.
Plesiosaur says Bunkmaster.
Actually, a Brachiosaurus would be kind of fun to try to draw their weird heads.
Tugboat says, is Godzilla a dinosaur?
No. Godzilla is a different kind of man.
Kaiju. Is Godzilla a kaiju?
Yeah.
Yeah. Godzilla is a mutated lizard. A plesiosaur is not a dinosaur. It is dinosaur adjacent.
I'm gonna start off drawing some brachiosaurs and see what. I'm not gonna do like I don't think I'm in the mood to like sit down and work on anything like finished today. I spent the whole week trying to get my head into my next project. I feel like I did that last week too, didn't I? Like, I don't know, last week was a blur.
Yeah.
This week was also kind of a blur, but I did actually get a lot of work done.
Yay, good. Because it wasn't easy. Emma says that a plesiosaur is a marine reptile.
What the heck is this brachiosaurus head shape?
Are you gonna do any tape?
No, I'm just gonna do pencil drawings. Is it showing up on the TV? Okay, yep.
Dinosaur is a state of mind, says Monkmaster B. I trust Emma. From a knowledgeable point of view, it's not a dinosaur. From a non-knowledgeable, I think we get the gist. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin, how's it going? Oh, nice. I haven't read Fish Flies yet. I should grab that.
It's going pretty good, Kevin. Yeah, what's cool for y'all in chat? We are getting ready for a convention tomorrow, catching up on work from our vacation. I broke my toe, but I got a little protective boot today, and I walked all the way and put the chickens away. And they were so happy to see me. They made cute little happy chicken sounds.
Oh, that's awesome.
When I started singing, hey, little chickens, nod your head, then they started making happy cooing sounds.
Were they purring?
Yes, they were doing their little chicken purrs.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. They missed me. I broke my toe, Keith, when I was not paying attention. I was feeling overwhelmed. I was rushed. I was not paying attention to where my body was in this world. I was up in my head, panicking about all the things I needed to get done.
It was like
our vacation.
Yeah, it was before we went on vacation.
and I jammed 3 of my toes on our footstool. The footstool did not move. Something in my toes moved, but I think it was just fractured then, because I was able to move my toes and they just felt sore, like they were really, really bruised for like a week and a half. So our entire vacation. But it didn't stop us from going to the beach and on hikes. And then I barely touched my toes like a couple of days after we got back. And oh my goodness, it hurt. Oh my goodness. And that's when I broke them.
Could be just a really bad sprain, though.
No, it's clearly broken. I can tell from walking.
Yeah.
I can tell when I curl my toes or whatnot that is a break. Chicken song on the bingo. You're welcome, Tugboat. Thanks, Kevin. I'll be fine. This boot is making it easier to stand up and like cook a real meal. I had an actual legitimate lunch instead of garbage pre-made stuff. I am stoked. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't have to be amputated too, Keith. That would suck. Oh my gosh. That's a very cute expression.
He turned out looking kind of like a Muppet.
I like it.
And these long-necked dinosaurs are just so weird and interesting. Like, it's so long.
I like how you tucked up that brachiosaur up in the other brachiosaur.
Yeah, it was like I wanted to draw a whole one, and I didn't leave a lot of space on this page. Some of the reference I'm looking at, I just did a quick search for brachiosaur, and some of the images on here, they have little like spine things. Like, where's an example? They've all disappeared.
Bunkmaster B is happy that the kids' soccer season is almost over and Heroes Con is coming up in 3 weeks.
Like this design, they seem to think that it has little like spikes going down their spine. And this one,
I've never seen spikes on a brachiosaurus.
This is kind of a cool idea, though. This artist gave them a big red head. I like that.
And spikes.
Yeah. These guys are cool. They're
in the water. If Bunkmaster B broke their toe a month ago on a run. I hope you're feeling better. And Video broke theirs going pee at 4 p.m. once. Changed slipper usage forever. I don't blame you. I have been way more aware of where my body is in this world. I've been paying attention, been mindful of where I am in the space. Hi, Dylan. We are drawing dinosaurs again. And if the Brachiosaur is your favorite dinosaur, you could mark the bingo card for cooldown with your fave character, celeb, etc. I wonder why those artists thought that the Brachiosaur might have spikes on their neck. Is that a new discovery or just creative license?
It may have been different Brachiosaur.
Yeah.
Some of them put like the some of the artists have made the bump on their head like a fin, and others make it like that's where their nostrils are.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. Paleo artists do what we like, says Emma.
Paleo artists are like, I tell you what a dinosaur looks like. You don't tell me. I'm having a hard time not drawing these guys so that they look super sweet.
I love it. You could do one that makes them look really vicious and mean. Oh, they hate life.
There was something I was watching where they were talking about these long-necked dinosaurs, and I forget if they were talking about them swallowing or breathing that was like really hard. I think it was their breathing. I think there was a thing where it was like their necks were so long that they had to have very strange lungs in order to force the air all the way out their esophagus. Because like their throat was long enough that the air could actually sort of just compress a little bit, so they would breathe out and it would just fill up their neck without actually like coming out of their mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd need some force.
Yeah, they had. Yeah, I don't remember like how they did it. Some folks add like an inflatable nose thing, like the throats of some birds at the top of their head, because they have weird sinus openings. Oh.
Oh, their sinus openings are a weird mystery. If there's ever an update to the bingo cards, I'm going to add
Science facts.
Science facts or something like that. Science and history facts.
Birds breathe in one direction. Excuse me?
Excuse me? Not in and out like we do.
Is that like, do they breathe, do they exhale out of their cloaca like they do everything else? This is like one of my favorite kinds of paleo art. This is the old dude about to eat it with the asteroids coming down.
Your favorite paleo art is when they include a meteor.
Yeah, I like it when they're just looking up at the sky and they're like, "Oh, what's that meteor doing? Well, that's interesting. Oh, that looks kind of pretty." Hey, comic strips. Yeah, I don't know if I'm making the next Jurassic Park. I barely understand what these things are.
Tyler Park instead of Jurassic Park. But yeah, there have been all sorts of issues about blood pressure with sauropods. If they hold their heads up, the blood pressure would have to be
Yeah,
really intense, and if they lowered their neck,
oh yeah, they could pass out.
Yeah, so something was going on, something that we're not sure of.
Man, I was watching a thing about like biblical apologists that were talking about, like, they were just like, why don't we have fossils for this or for that or whatever? And it's funny, I just don't think that a lot of people understand how few fossils there are compared to like how many things have lived.
Oh, compared to, yeah.
Like there have probably literally millions of these brachiosaurs, and we only have a handful of fossils for them. 3 or 4. Maybe, I don't actually. I made up that number. I don't know how many.
Millions and millions, maybe even. Emma, I would love to see a stream where you drew dinosaurs and talked about dinosaur facts.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Yeah, Dylan and Emma are talking about a time in the 90s when scientists thought that sauropods had gills at the bottom of their neck.
Interesting.
Emma says, yeah, that thing was hilarious.
This one right here looks like that meme lady who does the like. The cool down. After you're all hyped from watching the comic book cool down, you can tune in to the comic book cool down.
And be all, this is how you draw. This is how Tyler can draw this dinosaur correctly. Or here's Emma's version.
Just pipe in and be like, wrong. Wrong.
Would never do that.
Let's do one where they have an inflatable thing. Oh yeah, if they had an inflatable thing like this, they could use it for like calling.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Emma was talking about that, like the inflatable necks on some birds. I have not finished watching it yet, but Carrie and crew have a Harrow County 10th anniversary video on their Splash Pages YouTube channel.
Oh yeah?
You haven't watched any of it?
Mm-mm.
I've only been able to watch the first few minutes, but it's on my to watch list. So yeah, go check out Splash Pages on YouTube if you don't already. It's very good. They talked to Jim Zub recently, and Phil Hester was the most recent one. Becky Cloonan. Lots of good comic stuff. Funkmaster, I am not sure if you're being silly or serious, but just in case, Tyler and Cullen Bunn. Cullen Bunn was the writer on Harrow County, and Tyler did the art.
Pretty clear. Pretty sure Funkmaster's cracking a joke.
Yeah. Possibly, but I don't know. Somebody in chat might not have known.
I was thinking the other day if I needed to start like occasionally introducing myself at the beginning of the stream, but it feels weird. Just for the people who like don't know who I am and the algorithm like served up the show.
Mm-hmm. Go for it, Emma says. Out of Alcatraz number 4 is Fire, by the way.
4's not out, is it? It's got to be number 3. And thank you.
I could introduce you.
You could do like a little stand-up set to get everyone warmed up, and then be like, and our host.
I was thinking that too. Or in this corner.
Increasingly crazy outfits. So just like
that's a me thing, not a Tyler thing.
I should start off with like 100 layers of clothing,
or
and every
hats.
week take off one item.
The silly outfits is a me thing. I could probably do that.
Musical guest. Oh yeah, we need a band.
That's you.
That is me.
Tugboat is still hoping for a Batman Deadpool variant cover by you. You've done Batman and you've done Deadpool.
Yeah.
I don't know that you've done both together.
I don't know if I've ever done Deadpool. I did do, excuse me, a thing for a Deadpool
Terror
comic,
Inc.
but I didn't actually draw Deadpool.
That's true. You didn't draw him. Yeah. He is the illustrator of multiple Magic the Gathering cards. Tyler Crook.
You know him. You love him.
I married him. Kevin just watched Deadpool and Wolverine yesterday. How was it? He said you could play your Harrow County songs as the show intro.
I have thought about that because I like listening to music while I work, and it kind of always bugs me that I can't do it in the live stream. And but I because I have the Harrow County soundtrack published on all the streaming services, it's possible that it would still get tagged and like content struck or whatever.
The designs of the Spinosaurus have been updated and look even better than Jurassic Park. This says Emma.
The design.
Interpretation.
Top comic making albums. You mean like what are my top that I listen to when I'm working?
I'm guessing. Hi, Seth.
Hey, Seth. Yeah, that's probably exactly what would happen.
Mr. Tyler Crook has filed a copyright claim against Mr. Tyler Crook.
The stuff I listen to when I'm working is always different depending on what I'm doing. Like if I'm doing writing or layouts, I have to listen to like instrumentals. I did get this.
Nothing with words.
This is one of my favorites for writing. Is it's German, and I never know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's Born and der Club of Gore, and in spite of it looking very gothy, the music is like Twin Peaks jazzy stuff. It's very very good for writing. And then lately I've been on kind of a kick listening to a band called the Black Lips, and they have I just posted on BlueSky. I discovered they had a song about the Spider-Man PSA comic, where Spider-Man discloses that he was sexually abused as a child.
Do you want me to go get it? I'm sure I can find it.
No. But that was a fun little thing. That was a comic Ma was pretty obsessed with at one point.
I tried to buy one and ended up getting like 5 copies. So I donated 2 to each of the domestic violence, sexual assault resource centers that I worked at. Or donated 1 to each of the 2. And I think we still have 2 or 3 copies. Not by Uncle Ben Tugboat, by like a neighbor or something.
But apparently it's canon.
Yeah. Is the song called Spidey's Curse?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
It's on my BlueSky.
It's not a great title. He's not cursed. He was telling another kid about how he understands and he's doing okay.
Yeah, Spider-Man's a good guy.
Spidey's Curse, that is it.
And Black Lips is sort of a garage rock.
Aren't they a 90s band?
No, they're like now band.
Okay.
They're really inspired by sort of 60s garage rock, though.
Mm-hmm. They started in 1999.
Okay.
I think that's when I first heard about them. What exactly is canon in Marvel or DC anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very funny. I have been getting into reading about sort of ancient Christian and Jewish traditions, like Abrahamic traditions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the YouTube guys I was watching who was talking about it was just talking about univocality. That's when
univocality?
That's where people will claim that the Bible is univocal. There's like one. It's written from one point of view, and it's all one thing.
What? People think that?
It's incredibly common.
Okay.
But I was just thinking that how comics are like that, where there's debate about like what the canon is, and is it univocal or is every author a different perspective? I like this drawing. This is kind of fun. This guy looks pretty cool.
So if you like the episode so far, feel free to do the little like button. Keith, I've been wondering if I have just missed Tyler's hat being in the shot, but apparently I'm not the only one. Still not in the shop. Oh, wait, no, there it is.
I like this one because I feel like I got the chicken expression.
Yeah.
On their face.
Yeah, you do. You have the chicken mouth.
And the chicken eyes, like.
Yeah, that's you do have the chicken eyes. I didn't know that that's what I needed in dinosaur drawings.
It seems obvious now. All right, what other dinosaur were people saying?
A plesiosaur that's not a dinosaur.
A plesiosaur. Is that
It's a marine reptile.
Plesio?
Pleis?
Plesio.
Oh, okay. You do have the chicken eyes, what every husband wants to hear from their spouse.
Oh, these guys are like wild looking. Artists are very excited about all these teeth.
Wow. Really? Yeah.
Yeah, look at these guys. They're like, yeah, these teeth. I like the squinty eyes and the teeth. They're like,
wow.
I will
so suspicious.
I will bite you so hard. This guy. And with their overbite, they're like,
oh, I think I hurt my toe. I think I bent my toe laughing.
They have very long limbs, too. Like their fins, well, at least according to these artists, their fins are super long. Oh, but they're not quite as big as I thought, at least according to this. They're big. I wouldn't want to meet one in real life, but like...
Oh my gosh! That's so much smaller than I thought.
You thought they were smaller than that?
No.
Oh,
that's so much smaller than I thought.
Yeah, I was imagining them because I think it's because their long neck. I was like, oh, they must be like a brontosaurus or whatever.
I thought they were a big critter. A big marine lizard.
Oh yeah, and their tail is like kind of stumpy, actually.
There are multiple species of plesiosaur.
Oh, yep, of course.
The one in the Natural History Museum is bigger than that. Dylan thought they were 25 feet long. Underwater bumbling. This seems like it's the least tools that you've used, honey.
Yeah, in a long time. Man, there's like not a lot of consensus on the shape of these guys' head.
Maybe it's the different species.
Oh, yeah, could be.
Monk Master B says that Ichthyosaurus an ichthyosaurus was an apex predator way less cool than they were actually good at their job. Emma says a lot of plesiosaurs filter fed on the bottom of the seafloor. Maybe that's what those teeth are for being a shovel.
Like, yeah, sort of like a baleen kind of thing where they could sift stuff through their teeth.
Whales don't filter feed off the bottom, I don't think.
No, but I mean, maybe if they did, they would have to have teeth instead of baleen.
You can push sand out and keep the teeth shut with teeth like that. Anybody got any Peter David Rex for Tugboat?
Peter David?
They have only read X Factor, which they like.
Not really. There's like so much superhero stuff that I just sort of missed. Okay, hold on. Talk amongst yourself. I'll be right back.
That's a good suggestion, Keith. If Emma wanted to, and if Tyler wanted to edit. Keith is saying before putting up the dinosaur videos, we should include an image of Emma that pops up in the corner with dinosaur facts about the dinosaur Tyler is drawing. Yeah, I guess I could get him out of chat, and Emma wouldn't need to do the voiceover or anything. And Dylan, plesiosaurs were the prehistoric bottom of the seafloor vacuum. Hi, Kurt. Yeah, more dinosaurs. We just told everybody how we were going to be at Cap City Comic Swap.
Oh, Emma makes a good point that going off other folks' illustrations can always keep random interpretations for getting reiterated when there's no actual evidence.
Yeah.
Yep.
The frill on the Dilophosaurus. I'm taking it from Emma that Dilophosauruses should not have frill. Sans frill. Dilophosaurus. Dilophosaurus.
That is one no frills dinosaur.
Yes. Oh, Jurassic Park put the frills on them. That's the... Yeah. They didn't have frills. Some nonsense.
Weren't the raptors like the size of chickens too, and not the size of like humans?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they took a lot of liberties. Tibbs is in the office, y'all, but she's sleeping on Tyler's chair. I keep thinking about picking her up, but if I do, she'll leave the office afterwards.
German Shepherd size.
Velociraptors.
That's kind of bigger than I expected. That's still big enough to fuck you up.
Video is asking, wasn't every dinosaur in the Jurassic Park series not actually from the Jurassic period? That's an interesting question.
I don't know if it was everyone, but yeah, I think most of them weren't Jurassic. Only Stegosaurus
was from Jurassic.
Yeah.
Keith is saying, Keith and Emma are saying that the Utah raptor is the size of the ones in Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Math Raptor.
Mostly Cretaceous era. Yep. Play fetch with a velociraptor. They're smart enough to work doorknobs. They're smart enough to play fetch.
Cretaceous Park. Cretaceous Park would have worked just fine. As far as the name goes.
Jurassic sounds a little bit cooler.
What are you drawing, Math Raptor? Keith thinks that this plesiosaur needs a top hat and monocle. Oh, we'll stop, Emma. Emma says, help me, Math Raptor, I'm being inundated with dinosaur questions. How big is a Math Raptor? Chicken size?
How big is a Math Raptor?
Yeah.
Roughly human size, I've heard.
Probably, yeah. Oh, good. Emma says...
Oh, for Kaijun.
Kaijun.
That's cute.
Currently working on 3-inch and by 6-inch pieces for Kaijun. That's cute. I didn't know that was a thing. The first June I've heard of that is a Kaijun.
Yeah, same here. I hadn't actually heard of that. There's so many drawing challenges, stuff like that nowadays. Although I will bring up a thing that has always bugged me.
Okay.
Inktober.
Yes.
Should have always been Drawktober.
Drawktober. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Thanks, Carrie. How you doing?
Carrie.
Glad to see you.
Drawloween.
Drawloween's pretty good.
Yeah.
Inktober is just like always a terrible pun.
Yeah.
And if you can't come up with a good pun for your drawing challenge, then get out of here.
I don't know if... Do you have any reason to use a hair dryer with this challenge, honey?
Nope.
I don't know why I called it a challenge with this drawing today. No nibs.
Oh yeah, I unintentionally came in and just wrecked your bingo card.
Don't force the bingo. Keep it pure. Okay, Tugboat. I won't.
Kevin asks, have you done an Inktober challenge before? No, I have not.
Me neither.
I got too much to do.
I got too much stress.
Yeah, I got enough drawing. Like, the thing about all those challenges is like a huge part of it is to help like motivate people to, make the time to draw some stuff. And I'm trying so hard to make time to not draw stuff. But Inktober never like really got me excited, but I have always wanted to do 24-hour comic book day, and just have never been able to like bring myself to. Well, usually like I have some deadline thing in the way to prevent it, and the same goes for like hourly comic book day, which seems kind of fun, but also like I've never had like that much free time in my day.
Battober.
Oh. Yeah, Chris Samney does a Battober thing that's pretty fun.
I love bats so much. You just
his is like Batman.
Oh, okay. I want to do it with drawing a bunch of bats. Keith used to work with Jake Parker, who started Inktober.
Oh yeah.
He colored one of his comics once. Never done Inktober himself though.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I've cracked rude jokes online about Inktober before, just because the number of people who like take it so seriously that they like hurt themselves doing it.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like, man, come on.
Yeah, it like the industry is already so unhealthy work habits wise, and that makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
It just reinforces it. Dinovember is the best, Emma.
Dinovember is pretty good.
Emma did the Inktober once without doing the ink part. Keith says mermaid is weird and produces too many mermaids. Not true for me. I want more mermaids. I like the creativity of the mermaids. Instead of just all looking like Ariel. Yeah, Carrie, it is a little bit like Nano, where it can be stressful. Because on top of your work, then you're on top of your normal workload, then you're putting on it like, I'm going to draw a 24-hour comic, or I'm going to draw a mermaid every day of this month. Are you going to be taking commissions at Cap City?
That's a good question. I should figure that out before we go tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about it. And it's just a one-day show, and it's only 6 hours, so there's not a lot that I could do. I think
they would have to be very small or something.
Yeah. And I've always, I haven't been, a big fan of doing commissions at shows just because I don't feel like I do a very good job at them most of the time.
You feel guilty?
Yeah, I just don't feel good about
and then
charging people for subpar drawings when if I'm drawing at home, I can usually do a much better thing.
Yeah.
But if I'm at home, then I kind of have work to do. So I don't know. It's a catch-22.
Emma is going to do the Nad, Jan, Feb, Ma, at May, June, July, no, D.
Well, good for you, Emma. Nice mouth raptor. Yeah, that's like what the challenges are for, is to like help you get your juices flowing. I think just too many people turn it into a job.
Buckmaster B, I will do 3. I have a little self-care kit that comes in a little bag, and I will draw on the bag for the person what they want to be drawn on the bag, if anything. So I have 3. No, 2. Only 2. The other bag already has a drawing on it. And I'm only bringing 3 because of it being a one-day show.
Yeah, and this is also the first year of the show, so it's like I have no idea what it's going to be like.
What the workload will be.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's going to show up.
I think people will show up.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
Yeah, me too. I hope so for Kurt too.
Yeah. Is that the organizer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on here. He's in the chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got my fingers crossed that it'll be good. But it's like, it feels like when we did Free Comic Book Day, the first year we didn't know what was going to happen. And actually the second year we ended up not knowing what was going to happen either.
The second year, it was the same number of people.
A little bit less.
Statistically, about the same number of people, but they just didn't hang around at the library. They came and went. So it was a lot more manageable.
Yeah, it was a lot calmer.
Yeah. I think that the free to get in and just $5 to get in early will be a big incentive.
Yeah.
I've never seen a show like that. How much was the table? Oh, I gotta look that up. If Kurt's still watching, maybe he can chime in. Oh, the smaller tables were $50, and then the bigger tables were $65.
Yeah, it's really affordable.
Yeah. Video, did you eat the watermelon? How was it for only $2.99?
Carrie. You just look back on your camera roll, Carrie. See what the dinosaurs look like.
Yeah, Dylan, that's the kind of price that shouldn't be too difficult to make the cost of the table back, knock on wood.
This plesiosaur face is kind of funny.
They're really worried. Your plesiosaur.
Yeah. I mean, it's a stressful life.
Yeah.
Being only slightly larger than a human.
Mimi says, love your work, honey.
Oh, thank you, Mini Mimi.
And I bought a watermelon, and it tasted like nothing. Might be too early in the season.
I've had those before.
I get that with store-bought tomatoes a lot. My strawberries are still not sweet, Keith. I don't know what's going on.
Practicing by replicating your artwork from Harrow County. Nice. That's fun. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe maybe there's better people there's better work to study than that, but I appreciate it. And I am actually I'm proud of that book. I'm proud of all my books, but I don't know. Like the library that I volunteer at all the time, they always want me to do like art classes and stuff, and I'm always just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't actually teach anybody anything. I really am making it up as I go along.
Everybody is like that.
Yeah, probably.
Everybody's making it up as they go along.
Oh, $150 for a booth at Comic-Con Nebraska is a good price.
For a whole booth? Yeah. It's the first year for the con. Yeah. That's true for Cap City Comic Swap too.
I wonder if like it's a strategy to have for first year cons to be really affordable, to sort of start building the show as like a thing. Because if it's a first year show and a table is $600, like you're not going to get anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And Books with Pictures Con,
because they don't know what to expect, and they won't know if they can make their cost of their table back.
Books with Picture Con was like $30 for a table the first year, and then like $150 the next year.
Maybe that also gives the organizer an opportunity to figure out like, what is the cost of things. What are costs
what is actually
that you
going
don't
on?
Think of, yeah. And starting out with free admission, $5 to get in an hour early, that gives people in the community a chance to figure out, what is this thing going on? What is this new thing?
Oh. Hey, Kelly, what's up?
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, we're more dinos. I'm at the chat's control. If I don't think of anything to draw before the chat or before the show starts, it's dinos.
Oh, Carrie, that is such a bummer. For people to scam other people by creating a
not a dinosaur
and then paying debts. What's a not a dinosaur?
This guy, the plesiosaur.
Yeah, the plesiosaur. Yeah, I thought there was another one that got mentioned.
Yeah, Emma, you might be right. I feel like I only did 1 or 2 Emerald City Comic Cons before ReedPop bought them, and it definitely felt way different after ReedPop. Like, it was much less of a creator-focused enterprise after they bought.
And the hours that they did it, they changed the hours that just made it. And,
oh, yeah,
how many days?
Did they try to go to a 4 or 5 day show or something?
Yeah, they added a day. They made it, I think, a 5-day show after ReedPop bought it. And then also extended the hours, so everyone was just more exhausted than before.
Yeah.
Now it's a 4-day. Was it a 3-day before, or was it a 4-day before ReedPop?
I don't remember.
I can't remember either now. I thought they made it a 5-day. So either they abandoned that idea, or I am misremembering, and it was 3 days and they made it 4. It's too many. Oh, good. Carrie says that Tri-City was nice and small.
Mm.
No anxiety had there. Good. Keith, Tyler and I haven't gone to San Diego Comic-Con since we moved to Oregon, and I do not blame you for only making it half a day before going home and being all NF.
Yeah, when we lived in San Diego, it was like really easy to get a free pass.
We went
and sleep at home every night.
Yeah. We also went every single year. We were used to it. We were in our 20s. Things
and 30s.
And 30s.
Yeah, 70,000 people is a lot. Yeah, I heard that the free badges at San Diego are getting more rare, too.
Yeah, that was a good panel, Tugboat. The panel that you and Patton Oswald and who else was there?
It was a huge.
Yeah, it was a bunch of people.
Kelly Sue.
Kelly Sue
was there. And a bunch of people whose names I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm spacing people.
Well, I think I might have drawn all the dinosaurs that I needed to get drawn today. I like this one. This is pretty good. It's kind of simple, but it's like it's a nice little drawing.
Sorry, talking over.
What are you saying?
I read that San Diego Comic-Con's guest badges are now paid.
Oh, for reals? That's not a guest badge.
Yeah.
Emerald City was 98,000 this year. Oof. Yeah, and I like this guy pretty good. Feel pretty good about him. And then I also am kind of fond of. Actually, I like just about all of these, but I really like the head looking up.
Yeah.
Here, wait.
Nice.
Let me see. Like, here's the meteor asteroid, and he's like, oh.
Oh, there you did. You did the meteor. Hi, Cody. Cody met you, honey, in Springfield, Missouri. Previously
Oh, okay.
owned first and final pages of Harrow County. Original art. Still have the Mr. Miracle sketch you did for them.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
That show, yeah.
Yeah, no, that was I forget what the deal was. Cullen had helped organize that somehow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, thanks for dropping in, Cody. It's nice to see you. Existential Dino. All right. Well, I think mission accomplished. I feel cooled down. I'm ready for a weekend of comics and then sleeping in.
Yeah. And comics and propping my foot up.
Yeah. Well, I hope y'all have a great weekend.
And how close were you to getting bingo?
I don't think we had any bingos.
Yeah, no bingo. I don't think there were any bingos possible. I hope you all have a very cool week and weekend. Oh, you get the bingo cards from my social media on my BlueSky, Mama Crook BlueSky, or Kara, or Mastodon.
There we go. All right. Go tell the people you love how much you love them. And I love all you guys. Have a good weekend.
Be cool, everybody.